Rush hour in Cologne, and in the shadow of its famous cathedral, commuters at the main railway station were greeted with this warning.
Tricksters are doing their rounds in the station at the moment. We advise you to be particularly alert.
There is a disquiet here ever since the events of New Year's Eve, with difficult questions about the treatment of women, the integration of new citizens, and just how many new arrivals one city can absorb. A recent arrival himself, we meet volunteer Fahid Malil, helping a family buy a ticket. He comes to the station every single day to look after refugees. Fahid was here on New Year's Eve. Although the police initially claimed last week's celebrations passed peacefully, in fact, dozens of women were sexually assaulted, and what's been contentious is that the attacks have been blamed on North African refugees. Controversially, Fahid says they aren't to blame.
It's the fault of the German laws and not the people. Refugees and migrants who arrive have to wait 6 months to a year, and during that time can't work. And that means that often they turn to crime because they can't make ends meet.
But even if migrants are finding it difficult to settle, to get work, it's no excuse for their behaviour that night.
Of course they shouldn't do bad things, but I know from personal experience that it's very easy to commit crimes when you're desperate.
The authorities here have been accused of a conspiracy of silence. German media reported today that police chiefs hid evidence from their own officers that the perpetrators were Syrian, in order to avoid criticism of Germany's decision to allow in 1 million migrants during last year's crisis. In many ways, the debate has parallels with that in the UK, with the issue of Pakistani grooming gangs and whether the authorities were slow to take on what happened because of political correctness. The mayor of Cologne was derided for suggesting women should stay at arm's length from strange men to avoid attacks. Because it's not up to women to change their behaviour, surely.
No. This is a program to give girls hints when they go to make party on weekends, and if they go to discotheques, and don't to become a victim of sexual attacks.
Criticism has mounted on the chancellor, who today responded with this announcement.
We must continuously see whether everything has been done yet as far as extraditions from Germany go, to send a clear signal to people who do not want to stick to our legal framework.
The attacks have exposed the tensions that have been simmering away here, not helped by the response of the authorities or the fact that 1 week on there have still been no arrests. Darshna Soni, Channel 4 News, Cologne.